Welcome to Fries on the Side. Join me as I travel south to Rendezvous in the Ozarks, a trip filled with new places, friends, and plenty of adventure. Ralph Waldo Emerson is often credited for "Life is a journey, not a destination." And even though I was extremely excited for Rendezvous in the Ozarks, the journey south was filled with new places, a few detours, and many peaceful road miles. First stop, Mullen's Cheese. So that's the factory, and this is their new retail store. And I don't know actually how new it's been built, but the best cheese close to my hometown. This is like maybe 10-15 minutes away from my house. So I'm gonna pick up some cheese and cheese curds and bring it down to the community down south. Let them get a taste of the north. All right, I think my southern friends will enjoy the mozzarella whips. So good. I got some garlic dill cheese. So that. Some habanero cheese curds. I've not had these before. Hopefully they're not too spicy. And then the good old regular white cheese curds. That should be good for my southern friends. I think I'm gonna take this with my car. Just stopped at Love's, filled up the Thirsty Beast. Got lots of hours yet to go, but I'm gonna keep on trucking. I just got a message from Andrea. I really miss not having them here, kids and Andrea. But I just got a message from her saying that the little guy has got an ear infection. So it's just so not cool. We just been having like colds and stuff in the, kind of currently in the family, and it's just not fun to have, be away on a trip and your poor little kids are not feeling good. So hoping he feels better, and but I'm gonna keep on trucking. As the day quickly turned to night, the traffic slowed and my thoughts starting to wander, I decided to find camp, to rest my head and prepare for another day of travel. So good morning. It is Thursday morning. I am in Lincoln, Illinois. The two hosts last night were exceptional. I came in, they backed me into the spot. We sat and chatted a little bit. Great social people, really cool little niche campground. So again, if you're in the area, check it out. Worked out perfect for me, and I may even try to hit them on the way back. It's really convenient. So I'm gonna get the Jeep started up. I'm gonna go find some coffee because I'm trying to get an early start on the day, and continue south.
There's a light from a million suns burning through your blood.
All right, so I'm about 40 minutes outside of Springfield, Missouri, and I'm going to take a detour and make a stop that I'm pretty excited about. Hint, I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with caffeine. Love it. As the rain slowed, my detour brought me to meet up with Eric from Got Your Six Coffee, and I could not be more excited to talk to the man behind Brewing Better Days. So how do you experiment with flavors and kind of pick the next roast?
So you get green coffee samples, and you just play around with the samples and figure out kind of what roast level you want to take it to.
Right.
That kind of thing. And coffee is a lot like a steak. right? You grill a steak and you let it sit for 5 minutes. Coffee, you roast and you let it sit for 3 days. And from there, you just cup it, you taste it. There's certain things you can do through the roast process to kind of change and bring out some of the different flavors. With every bean, every region, you have inherent flavors that are built into the the bean, right?
Or what's your favorite one that you're working with right now?
My favorite one right now is Compass Rose.
Compass Rose.
It's a French roast, and it's just got some amazing, bold, strong flavors.
Talking about. Cannot wait to try this at camp. So I just got done hanging out with Eric from Got Your Six Coffee. Had a really good time. We actually hung out kind of over lunch. We had some pizza together and talked shop, talked coffee, talked life, and it was such a good experience. It was a lot of fun. And now I'm just gonna buckle down, hit the road. I'm about 2.5 hours away from the Ozarks. Cheese curds. You eating these?
Yeah, we're just parked right here behind you. Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin cheese curds.
Wisconsin cheese curds.
Well, good morning. So today is Friday. Had a great night's sleep last night. Hung out with kind of the little crew there. Chatted, shared some cheese curds. And this morning I said I had about a half a tank of gas. So I just wanted to have a full tank of gas before I start the day. So I ran into town, and man, it was downpour raining. And me not being familiar with this area, rain, curvy roads, super sketchy, but I made it. So I'm all fueled up. I'm gonna head back to camp, get some coffee, and find some trails. So it is definitely a gloomy morning. I'm back at camp, and there's no better way to make a better day than brew a better day. Bean of choice is Mustang. It's a medium roast, single origin watermelon. So, just try
Shiver
this
if you
stuff
think
out.
too much. Wrestling with the bones beneath your skin. Show love to love into the staple ground. She who keeps
That's good.
you standing.
Really good. All right, so it is raining cats and dogs. We are getting, I think, the team together to go on a trail ride. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is where we're all meeting to go on runs. But it is pouring out. It's just soaking wet. Oh my gosh. My Jeep is gonna be saturated. But I'm excited to, I don't know, go in the Ozarks in a monsoon. So this should be fun.
And it hurts to see you in your
So this is so awesome. Apologize in advance for all the driver shots, in-vehicle shots, because it's still raining and I can't put my camera outside. There's been a couple cool little obstacles. Oh, hold on.
Over to the left, or you can go over a log. I'm going over a log. If you don't have the ground clearance, you might not want to.
What do you guys think? Over a log or up and around? I think I'll go over. This is so awesome. Man, the Ozarks are beautiful.
And it hurts to be you when you're living the life of the come and go. Oh, you're living the life of the come and go.
All right, so we just got back from trail rides, probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock, but I'm hungry, so I'm gonna cook up some Johnsonville sausage, maple sausage, some hash browns, can't go wrong, and a couple eggs. So pretty excited about that.
And it hurts to be you when you're living the life of the come and go. Oh, I'm living the life.
That's hot. Well, the rain, I think for the most part, is slowing down, and I've got some sausage, eggs, and hash browns for lunch. Good. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Thinking I'll probably head down to the vendor village and check out what's going on down there. Sound like a plan?
Got a feeling it's in a moment. Wanna keep it, but it's always fleeting.
So I am in the middle of Vendor Village, and it is awesome. Tons and tons of vendors. If you look at, I mean, look at all these. They're lined up in this huge lot. Right there's, oh, hold on. Long Creek is right here. I'm actually gonna be there tomorrow for a meet and greet, which is really generous of John with Long Creek. So I'm gonna be there for an hour, but oh my gosh, look at all these vendors. Holy cow. So many. I think there's like a food spot. 9 Line is over there. Tons of vendors down here. There's like even like a little kid zone, kid tent, which I'm always a fan of. Kids aren't here this weekend, but I love seeing those events. And then there's just like a whole alley, tons of vans, and just there's so much stuff to see. So really cool, really excited to walk around and see some of this cool stuff that they have here.
The way that this works right here is we basically put this in just like this. And then of course, we line our designs up.
Yep, that one is this is his new logo. So that's his logo. Yep, I already got your over here.
Only 12 seconds, somebody gets a brand new shirt.
That's awesome.
Yep, down under.
And then what this does is this allows us
Nope, it's all good. I got a quick draw on that.
to press on demand for folks.
Dang.
They could pick whatever color shirt they want, whatever design they want, and that's how it comes out.
That's so cool, man.
Whose shirt is this? Because it just got put on the YouTube channel.
But it's getting harder. Wanna keep it, but it's getting harder. It's an ice cube turning into water. It's melting in my icebox. It's leaking on my time. It's melting in my icebox.
It is so beautiful here. So beautiful in the Ozarks. I just kind of broke. I literally just drove like 5 minutes down the road because I wanted to get close to this river. It's really moving too. I don't know if it always moves like this, but with all the rain we had, it's really booking. So I'm gonna kind of go meander a little bit and see if I can't get down a little bit closer and take a look.
This area is so beautiful, and I only wish I had more time to explore. I headed back to camp to relax around a campfire, meeting many new friends, and partaking in an early birthday celebration for Matt with some amazing pies. And somehow, this southern hospitality convinced me to go on a traditional late-night trail ride on a somewhat technical trail through the Ozarks.
How's that? That was awesome, man. Thanks, brother. Stay driver. Turn into, there you go, turn into it right there. There you go. Now straighten out. There you go. Very nice. Very good, very good. You're good. There you go, you got it. You're up. You got it. Good job. So we just finished up, well, I shouldn't say finished up. We just made it halfway through this, they call it the waterfall run. There was definitely some sketchy off-camera stuff. Frankie's actually riding with me. And ends up halfway through the trail, we went up down by this awesome, awesome waterfall. There's like a waterfall down here and drops off this ledge where everyone's staying. So cool. I don't know if you can hear me because it's super rivery loud. So the coolest thing about this is we get down here and now we gotta head back this trail. It's like 10 o'clock, way past this guy's bedtime, but it was cool, and I enjoyed this experience. This is really fun. It's really a way to kind of like polish off the Friday night, right? It's so cool. All right, good morning. So it is Saturday morning. It was about, I don't know, 40 degrees last night, so it was definitely getting cold. I actually ended up with some condensate on the teardrop, but slept great, slept like a baby actually. And it was, I ended up, it was like midnight, maybe I was probably like closer to 1 o'clock before we got this whole crew back from that waterfall run, and I was definitely tired. So I slept in a little bit, making some coffee. So last night we go down the trail to the waterfall, and then on the way back, one of the guys had a bead rip off the rim. So that was a little bit of trail engineering, if you will, to get it up and spare put on. But once we got the spare put on, we were able to get out of there okay. So I thought I would tell you that little story as I'm waiting here for my second batch of coffee, because I was up pretty late last night. What's that?
No bacon?
I might have like bacon and pie, and like it's gonna be really good.
Dude, bacon and apple, that's a good combo.
Right? Alright, so I thought I'd give you a quick tour. So back over here is where I set up. We actually have a couple guys over here in hammocks. We actually I don't know if we know who's in this tent over here. And then the rest of the crew is basically all through here. So it's actually pretty little fun. We kind of all congregate and eat over there. So it's a lot of fun. Enjoyed this camp quite a bit. I'm gonna try a little something new. A little bacon An apple pie.
That's not really a thing, but we're making it a thing.
And it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing now. How is it?
Really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Telling Brian that he could be on.
I heard you saying.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, we got here like with sound. Did y'all?
It's legitimately good.
I thought I left my ball over here. That was fun, wasn't it?
Highly recommended. It is a beautiful day in the Ozarks. Sorry for the harsh light, but it is crazy bright out. So late start, it's like 10:30 and I'm walking around the vendor village, having a cup of coffee, checking out some of the sites. And I said this before, but this little, like, it's a kids zone and it's in the middle, like it's in the middle of the whole vendor village. So like you can always keep your eye on the kids. So whoever thought of that is genius, because you let your kids play, you can go talk to vendors, and you always look in the middle, see if your kids are still behaving. A guy with kids, that's a big deal. But anyways, so just taking a spin around the vendor village. It's a super great day out, and enjoying the cup of coffee. And I think we're gonna go actually out to lunch at, I think it's Orc Diner. Apparently it's pretty nostalgic around this area, so it's where the pies came from. So I'm gonna pick up a pie for sure. Maybe have a burger or something for lunch, but till then, just gonna soak up the sun. All right, so we just made it to the legendary Oak store. So I think a good pies, burgers, we're gonna check it out, but it's really cool. The smoke is kind of rolling out. It's really close to camp, maybe about 10-minute ride. So we're gonna go get some grub and enjoy this stuff. Can't wait to show you. All right, so I just had the Angry Burger and it was delicious, and some pie. Bringing this home to the wife and kids. Hopefully it makes it. I think they call it like the possum pie or something.
With many road miles between the Ozarks and Wisconsin, I loaded up Saturday afternoon to get a jump on the travels. I left the Ozarks with my heart full, discovering a new part of the world, finding new friends, and a greater appreciation for adventure.
One big push is gonna get you there. Takes a stronger eye to see them. And when you see it in front of you, in a silhouette up ahead.
All right, so I just had to stop at, I don't know, a nearby town. I'm not too sure where it was, but this pin came out during the trail ride at some point, so I had to get a new one. So to get me, I don't know, 30, 40 miles down the road, I used a screwdriver and a bungee cord. But now I stopped at an O'Reilly's here. Some really nice dudes in the talking about the area and stuff, so we'll definitely have to come back and visit.
Moving every day, going further on.
Well, got into camp last night about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And I had a pretty good night's sleep, actually. It was a bit cooler tonight, maybe in the 40s again. So slept pretty well. And it's now 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna continue my trip north. But not all campsites are epic, I guess.
Going to lead your way, sing your song.
So I actually fueled up last night, so that's good. I got the Jeep warming up. I'm gonna find some coffee and then continue my journeys north to home.
Lead your way.